Hey guys, Bree here. So we are going to make a football round, and here in the Houston area we have our Houston Texans. So that is who I am going to make this for. All right, this is going to be our red, white, and blue colors. It's kind of a navy blue. It is a color I have mixed and made myself just because I love this color, and I call it farmhouse blue. So I'm going to use that, cherry, and bright white. And then I do have espresso and ivy for our football and our grass color. Okay, so we are going to make a DIY door round, football theme. 'Tis the season, isn't that cute? And we're going to put it on this door round here. So I've got a 16-inch circle, and it does have a border option, and I do have some ribbon here, some red, white, and blue ribbon. So anyways, come in, join me. Hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. Hit the heart button, make sure you follow, and let me go ahead and get this sent over to my broadcast channel, which is just a messenger where I send notifications to once I'm live. That way nobody misses any of my lives, right? So let's send it over there. And say hi when you jump on. Hi, Michelle. Okay, so we're gonna start with painting. So we're gonna go ahead and paint in bright white. All right, I'm gonna go ahead, I need to spray a little bit of water in here. Okay, and let's get, I forgot to take out some of my paintbrushes from my water cup yesterday. Let me just take that out real quick. Okay. So I've got a pretty big paintbrush here, which I don't know that we're going to use that one. Maybe we'll swap it over and use this one. I don't know, sometimes I don't really like the bigger ones. I don't like how they paint. Oh, here's the other one. I don't know if this one's going to be good or not. But the one that I normally use, it looks like I might have just accidentally left it with some paint on it. So I'm going to set that in some Dawn dish soap, and it should be good to go a little bit later. But for now, I will just go ahead and use a foam brush. I did spray some water in here, so I'm just going to mix that up real quick. This particular paste jar is getting towards the end, so I don't mind just turning it into kind of my painting jar. So I like to thin it out a little bit more. So this is chalk paste, just in case you are new. It is chalk paste, so it is a little bit on the thicker side. You do need it on the thicker side for the stencil we're going to use later, which I'll show you how to apply that. But you can also use the same stuff. You can still use the chalk paste for it. Usually if I thin this out to paint with, I'll thin it out and I'll put it in like a little tray. That usually helps, okay? Hi, Sherry. Let's see, Sharon is on. Jenny, Marilyn, Tina, Terry, hi. So I'm gonna go ahead and paint our whole door hanger here, or door round. And now that I'm just gonna spritz it just a little bit, just to help me spread on our paste a little bit easier. Okay, so once you get it on there, you spritz it with a little bit of water. It just thins it out quite a bit, helping you to spread it on across. Now I am going to just go ahead and do the whole background in white. You could measure it out where you only want the top part where the football is and the bottom part where the grass is at. Maybe you only want those two things with the background of white, and the center you want to do a different color. You can definitely do that. But since our colors are white, red, white, and blue, I'm just going to leave the whole thing white. And then I will do a little bit of red in the center. And then our border we'll have, I think I'm going to do the border in blue. And then we're going to do part of the "'tis the season" in the center with the red. And I might do the word "the" in that blue as well, just to kind of tie in all the colors for this team. Okay, so again, we're just going to spray it with a little bit of water, help us spread this across a little bit easier and quicker, I might add. But let me know how it's going today. Are you a football fan? If you are, do you have this design already? Or feel free to comment the word "football" and I will send you all of the supplies for today's project, where you can get the design, where you can get the surface as well. All right, and then you just need to pick whatever colors you want. A roller brush. Yes, and I have a roller brush somewhere. I had a whole pack of them actually. I just need to find them. I thought they were in a box underneath my rolly cart over here, but I didn't find them there. So they might be in the shed. Could be. Hockey and baseball for you. I personally, I'm a little bit more of a baseball, just because I grew up playing softball, and that helped me know the rules a little bit better because I had played softball, and so the rules to learn baseball was a little bit easier. I still don't know all the rules for football. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love going to the games. It's just fun, right? Even if you don't know what's going on. It's just a good time. Like, brings back a lot of memories for me. When we were younger, always going to the different games. All right. So, now that we have this done, the main part I really want to make sure is good is this middle section. So I think I'm actually going to go over it with a brush. I'll leave that there for a second. I'm trying to think which way I want to do this. Do I want to just use... I might try this route with the makeup sponge real quick, y'all. See if this works. To get like a good second layer of paste here in the center. That doesn't have so many streaks in it, right? I think that looks good. I do love using our makeup brushes, or the makeup sponges, when painting. It does make things a lot easier at times. Okay. And I think there we go. Ta-da. I think that may be good. Okay. Baseball fan, my dad used to take us to the stadium. Football games because your daughter was in band. Oh, thanks. for the what? Oh, the snowman from yesterday. Is that what you're talking about? This little snowman came out so cute. They really did. And you know, we do have cutouts for this particular transfer. I did not use them. I did not print them out or cut them out to use for this project today. But we do have them, okay? That way, if you want the words "'Tis the Season" and you want to paint those, because I did consider that. But I didn't do it. So we're gonna dry this real quick, and then we're going to put our well, we're gonna have to wax the whole surface first, and then we're gonna put the transfer on top. But we do need to make sure it is dry. Okay. Hello, hockey. That's good. There's a lot of you guys that are hockey fans. I've never been to a hockey game. Seems like fun though. I hope my internet isn't going out on you guys. Let me know if it's weird. Okay, so while this is going to continue to dry, I'm going to let it sit here and dry a little bit, and we're going to paint. We're going to go ahead and paint the other part. Oops, this part right here. All right, we're going to do Farmhouse Blue for this one. Oops. All right. So here I've got our Farmhouse Blue. I'm going to use this side. Okay. Spray a teensy bit of water in the lid here. Now this one will probably be a little bit easier to paint. The darker colors are a lot easier to use than those lighter colors. This just goes on a lot better. The coverage is good. You don't need that much. You definitely don't even need 2 coats, that's for sure. So we're just gonna use our makeup sponge here, and we're gonna go around. And I will tell you, if you decide that you want to put some holes in this door hanger, right, you want to hang it with the holes, you can punch out the holes before you glue this banner on, or the border on, okay? So just make sure you do that beforehand, because if you've got one of our punch tools, our power punch tools, it's not gonna go over 2 sets of wood, okay? It's only gonna go over 1/8 of an inch wood. So whenever you put 2 of them together, it's not gonna go, like the thing doesn't even open up big enough for you to go over it. Okay. Finish my pumpkin. Let's see, let me spray a little bit more water here. Finished my pumpkin yesterday. You hated the lights on it. Oh, I can hear the kids. They're playing in Riley's room, which is right on the other side of the wall. One of the walls here in my craft room. They are playing. My younger sister is here watching them, so they're supposed to be cleaning. Maybe they've already cleaned and now they're playing. Okay, look how good that looks. right? That's such a pretty color. So we're gonna set this one aside as well to dry. And let's bring this back in. I am going to get a wipey, wipe my hands off because I don't want to accidentally get this dark blue on the white paint here. All right, hi Sandy. I do need to turn on my fan too because I forgot to turn. I forgot to turn on my AC. It's starting to get a little hot. All right. 2, 2, 2. Let's make sure this is completely dry. I see a couple of spots that are still a little wet. So we just want to make sure it is all dry, okay? Yes. They love having her. Grayson wants Reese more than he wants me sometimes. So I'm sure she loves it. Okay, good, glad. I thought it was, I thought my thing was acting up a little bit, so. In-person hockey is phenomenal. Awesome, I'll have to look into it. I'll have to, like, put it on the list of things to go and do, right? Last spot, I think I need a new cabinet. Oh no! Terry. Oh, me, Brooke, and Reese. Both of my sisters. Hi. Okay, I think we're good on this. So now we're going to go ahead and take some surface wax here. And what this helps with, it is going to put like a protective layer on our paint. So that way when we put our stencil down, which by the way, our stencils are sticky, okay? So they are reusable as well. But since they are sticky and adhesive, that we need to protect the paint that we put down, right? Because we don't want it to pull up. So this is just a little wax applicator that I've got here that I use to help apply it. All right, we got that top part done. Let's get this middle section. Since this is a bigger surface, you know, you're gonna have to apply a little bit more. Then I'm going to get a napkin and I'm just going to kind of rub it around just a little bit to make sure it is in all of the places. Right, it is a little bit on the shiny side, so you can kind of see where it's at. All right, here we go. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's go ahead and get our transfer. I forgot to take it out of the baggie before I jumped on, but hi. Does your nephew? Does my nephew love Leaf as much as Grayson does? No. But he doesn't, we don't get to see them as often either. So Reese pretty much lives with me during the summer when she doesn't have volleyball. So we get to see her a lot more. Hi Tracy. Hi Julie. All right, so since this is a bigger transfer, we're going to take our fuzz cloth. I pulled half of it down first, and I am going to apply this fuzzing cloth. It was clean at one point, then I used this side to like wash paste with, and then I washed it, but it's still stained. It's one from like workshops that I used to use a long time ago. But I'm just going to fuzz And this just helps, personally, it helps it to not be brand new, right? Because when it's brand new, it sticks so hard that this helps. Okay? All right, so I'm going to keep that on here. I'm going to go ahead and pull that off. I can do the other side now. Oops. Hit my light. Again, this just helps it not to be like brand spanking new. Because then it's just sticks. Sometimes it sticks too well. So I just like to fuzz it. All right, so here's the hard part. Lining this up. Okay? So I'm going to give you a tip. When lining it up, if you need to, put your backer sheet back on. Halfway through. Okay? Especially if you have a small space. This is a little difficult. All right. So I'm going to line up this top part a little bit. This just keeps sticking to my mouse. There we go. Maybe there. Maybe there. I'm not really sure. I'm actually kind of watching the two sides. I think, oops. I'm watching the two sides, looking to see when those are even. So that might be even. Let's go ahead and press that down real quick. Let's pull the other part down and let's see if the bottom even matches. That looks pretty close. That looks pretty good to me. I'm just peeling up the corners, pressing from the inside and pushing out because I don't want little bubbles inside when I go to do this. All right, let me grab my border and I just want to make sure it looks good. It covers everything. Okay. The N and the T, that's my main concern, is I want to make sure that it's not too far off. Both of them are right inside, so it looks good. Now I'm actually wondering, should we do "'Tis Thee" in red? Originally I wanted to do those in red, and then I'll do the "thee" in the blue to match. But if you guys can see, the T and the N actually look like it connects. Ooh, I should do that. I could do a cutout for that. A border that the "'Tis the Season" connects into this thing so it stands out. All right, we're gonna have to make another one too, okay? Because I just had that. I'm doing this for the Texans. Okay, so now I'm thinking, well, maybe we will do it red and then this blue. And then the next time, when I cut out the round with the "'Tis the Season" in the center, then I could do it however I wanted to do it. I have paste down here, but that is not paste. I've hurt myself. It looks good. Okay. So what I do know for sure, I do know this is going to be green, so we're going to start there. I'm actually going to use ivy, okay? This is our newer green that we have, and it's a little bit darker, so I think that's going to be good. And I saw somebody say move it up a little bit. I'm fine with where it's at just because the border does cover the top of the football. Plus, I don't mind it being a little bit further down. I can't see it up here anyway, so it's all within this. But if I put a bow up at the top, I'm okay with it just being a little bit further down. It's not even that far down. Let's see. Okay, let us see. We're gonna do green. This is ivy. This is such a pretty green. I'm obsessed with green, okay? Yes, I'm obsessed with my farmhouse blue, but green is still my favorite color. I love the farmhouse blue for all things in my home, but the color green just makes me happy. All right, so let's put the extra back in this jar. So I'm gonna scrape all of this off. So anybody could make one of these, you guys. Anybody could make one of these. If you can paint and butter toast, you can use this and make a really, really cool project, okay? You don't have to be super crafty. The design does all of the work for you. All right, so since we're doing this in sections, we're gonna go ahead and pull this up a little bit. Looks great. I'm gonna hold that for a second, and I'm just gonna use my dryer, my quick dry tool, real fast to kind of dry up this bottom part before I put it back down. The green makes you happy too? Yes. All right. So I'm going to set that back down. I'm not going to press it down though. I don't need to because we don't have to do anything with that again. Next up, let's go ahead and maybe we'll do the top part with the espresso. Since I already know what color that's supposed to be. So we'll take espresso. You could do bark as well. Bark is a little bit lighter brown than this brown. But up to you. I feel like my colors are a little bit on the darker side for this project. Let me go this way. I'm trying to make sure it doesn't run underneath. I think I might have made it run a little bit over here. Excuse me. Just kind of going around all the outside part first. Then we scrape it through here. And this little section right here, and we'll be done. Okay, let's go ahead and pull that on up. Oops. I did leave this side on a little bit too long. I think just because, honestly, it's because my paste is a little on the dry side. So I'm gonna see if I can fix it real quick. If I can't fix it like this, I will have to just wax that section and come back and do it again later. I'm gonna try and add a little bit of water to release it. See if that helps. It helps a little bit, but not a whole lot. Yeah. Okay. Well, I tried. I really, as soon as I opened up my espresso case, I was like, I probably shouldn't use this one, but I did it anyway. So it did mess up a little bit. But that's because I'm at the bottom of my jar and my paste is kind of dry. Usually happens when you get to the bottom of a jar. You just really want it to be like a creamy, maybe like a sour cream consistency. Usually helps. And mine's more like toothpaste or Desitin. All right, so I'm gonna set that back down. Now we're gonna focus here on this part. I am gonna spray some water in this. Hopefully that'll loosen it up a little bit for the next time we have to use it. Okay. Sprayed water in that. That should help. I probably should just get a new espresso because we have been using it a lot. But we've been using it, we're going to use it a lot, I should say, for fall. But I normally use it to paint with more often. So, yeah, peanut butter. Yeah, peanut butter is a little bit too thick whenever you have your paste. Yeah, so if it's a peanut butter consistency, probably need to soften it up somehow. Okay, we're gonna do cherry and we're gonna do farmhouse blue for this center part. Where is my farmhouse blue color at? I'm like, how does it just disappear? A lot of things just disappear here. All right, that's green. We're done with the green. Oh, it's up here. Found it. Okay. You can see how, I don't know if you can really tell how creamy that is, but it's a lot easier to work with, right? It's a lot easier to scoop out. It's like yogurt. Okay, looks like yogurt. And it just goes on really smooth. All right, let's go this way. And we are done. All of that will go back in. See, it's so much easier when your paste is the right consistency. Scrape that off. Scrape that off. Looks good. We're just gonna jump in here real quick. And when it's a little bit thinner like that on the consistency, you can usually try and do your second part in here that you need without it coming up. Just because it takes a little bit longer to dry. All right, now let's go ahead and pull this all the way up. Ta-da! All right, so I'm gonna set this on, you know what, let's get the bigger one. So I have my bigger bath mat here. This is what I use whenever we do like size D or E transfers. So I'm going to set this on my bath mat. I'm going to spray it with some water. Okay, because we did do the green a little while ago, and the brown as well. So it's going to need some time to soften back up. Okay. So.
Yay or nay?
Oh, how cute. Yes, yes, because then I can put it in the bow. Did you hear what I said though about the frame and putting the 'Tis the Season, weld the 'Tis the Season into the frame?
No.
Like this?
Oh.
And then weld the 'Tis the
That'd
Season
be cool.
part, right?
Yeah.
This is a 1/2 inch frame on a 16. So. Okay. I just gotta see what color I need to paint them. Where's my mouse? Here it is. Let me see. Let me make sure I paint it the right color. Okay, white first. We paint this white. Ah. Oh no, there was a water droplet. It got in the green grass. All right, let me see. Yeah, you heard my better half in here. Oh man. Yeah. I think this is when I accidentally like drool. I don't wash my mat, Tina. I don't. I used to try, but no. Golly. I would say I can't believe I did that, but I can believe I did that. I tend to do things like that all the time. Okay, let's paint this. I don't know, I think that one's a little small. Let's do this one. Let's get a paintbrush. Oh, let me spray this. I forgot to spray it. This is came in. And I should probably put that on the floor. No, it's fine. Alright, so I'm going to paint our little logo because I want to put this in I'm going to put this in our bow. We're going to make a bow here in a second. And remember, if you want to punch holes in your design, now is the time to do it. Okay, now is the time to do it before you glue that border on. Now, if you're using the rustic round already comes with one hole up at the top, so you don't have to worry about it. But let's say you want to punch a hole up at the top for your bow, and you can just zip tie it. I'm going to show you because that's probably what I'm going to do. All right, let's let that dry for a second. I can't believe I did that. Man. Ay, ay, ay. I should have just, instead of wiping it, I should have just like dabbed, like pulled up some of the water with a napkin. Gosh darn it. Cannot believe I did that. going to fill in a little bit of the section here where my piece kind of right on me. So let's see what we can do. We're just fixing up a couple of spots. Right? Fixing up a couple of spots here. So what team are you going to do your door round for? Are you going to be doing it for college? Are you doing it for a professional team? I know lots of people that are doing theirs for college teams. Now I could just dry the design and do it again. Remember, it is reusable. If I do it again, I just need to make sure this is all dry, and I do need to wax the design again because you don't want it to pull up any of the current design that's down. Okay? All right. We'll leave it like that. I think it's okay. And let's paint this part so we can add it to our bow. All right, we're gonna do, the left side is blue. The right side is red. Let's take some blue here. I am gonna add some water. Adding water to your paintbrush helps with a little bit smoother lines. Doesn't mean I can still stay in the lines, but let's see. Miami Hurricanes. That's good. You're doing the Chiefs. All right, so I am attempting to paint this real quick. I should just have him cut me a border so I could glue it on top. That would make this a lot easier. That way I just paint the star white, or he could get me a fill-in piece to do the star. That would be easy too. So it doesn't look hand-painted. Whew. Whew. I'm just a messy painter in general. Are you a messy painter, or do you have a steady hand? I know Charlotta's answer. Oh gosh, darn it. I laughed. That's karma. Y'all, I just put black, or I put blue on accident on the star. Oh my goodness. I just teased Charlotta because we were talking about it not too long ago, about not having a steady hand. This is really hard. And I messed it up already, you know? I'm sure if you look up close, I probably look cross-eyed too, huh? Does anybody have like a surgeon's hand? Like you're just super steady? Oh, my goodness. Not me. was doing so good too. Gosh darn it. Oh, look at you. Hey, on this, thank you, I got it. On this, can you cut out just the border and just the star by chance? Like the part that's supposed to be white. You see how it's all connected? So can you do this but cut all the lines instead of scoring? But the big one.
And the star by itself.
Yeah, on the bigger one, just cut all the lines instead. Because I need the border and the star, because I accidentally painted the star. He's awesome. He's gonna bring it. Look, and he brought it. Ah. You see what I mean? Look how awesome. Then, y'all, we're gonna have to do the back side. Because then what I could do, I could paint this whole thing blue, or I could paint it whatever color. I don't know. I could paint it blue. Ooh, maybe I'll do it with this too. That way it's like bigger. Now it's 3. Maybe we'll do it. If I were to paint that, no, I think this is cute. I don't know what I want. This is cute too though. But I think this would be super cool. I could do this in, like, let's say it's just white and one color, right? You could do this whole piece in blue, and then you could do the words in white on top. I think that would be fun. So many things. Yes, Dawn, I actually posted. I posted the sneak peek to next month's club. Did you see it? I posted it on my page. I'll have to find it. Uh-oh. Oh, your order just came in. Look at that. How exciting. All right, let me paint this so that way when he brings that part back, I can glue it together, and then we can begin gluing. So now I don't have to stay in the lines. I don't have to stay in the lines. I'm just gonna paint this side red. Oops. Done. All right, and then he's gonna bring me the part and I will glue the other pieces back on top, okay? Oh, it is all good. I'll have to find it though here in a second. But I did post it so that way you can see a picture of it. It is it is bows. They're super cute. Y'all, bows are everywhere. I went to TJ Maxx. I'm gonna post a video of all of the bows that I'm seeing because it's a huge trend. In the window, there was a man in my backyard. Turns out he's the guy putting up my new fence. Didn't even let me know. Oh my goodness. I'm too old. That would scare me too, Sonia. I'm glad that you're safe and you're fine and he's putting up a fence. Okay. So let's do our bow. Okay. I think Robert's coming back in. Thank you. Yes. No, come on. Ta-da! Because then I can just put that on there. And all of that will fit good. All right, so I'm just gonna paint this whole half with the blue. Just to make sure it is. I colored all the way to the edges. Okay. So colored all of that blue, and then I'm gonna need to do white for the other two pieces. We've got this and the star. Okay. Let's see. And the star. Let's take our white. We've got, I am done with this white. Man, we sure did use all of it. My craft today sure did get us dirty. By the way, Robert is just about all caught up. I think we should be completely caught up hopefully today. So if you are placing orders from yesterday, those are not in that list, but we're all caught up from what was it? Everything up to yesterday. I should say everything up to yesterday. So we'll be starting on all of those probably Saturday. Yeah, well, I like using the chalk paste for all of it, so that way everything matches for me. And I don't have to buy white paint and then let it sit, because I don't use it. I mean, I really like the way that the chalk paint works. Chalk paste. I like the coverage it has. Everybody has their own way. All right, so we're going to loop this. Okay, here we go again. So we're gonna grab, remember our finger is wrapped around here, right in the center, this pincher right here, okay? So the first one, we just did one piece here, and then I'm gonna do the top part of the second one, and we're gonna loop it. We're gonna do another loop. And we're gonna bring it down on this side. Let's go ahead and cut. Okay, so that's how I'm holding it. I've got two pieces up at the top. I've got a loop on both ends, and then I have my two pieces down here. Okay. I can't run. Yeah, especially because you can't run right now. Let's bring out some of these. So some of these are actually from the collection that I will have posted for Christmas. I just decided to go ahead and take these out for this. Okay. And this is definitely a really good ribbon here. This is the Deluxe brand. And let's go this side. All right, let's loop. I'm gonna grab it, I'm gonna twist it, I'm gonna loop this way. I'll make this come down this way. All right. Okay, I'm still holding on to it. Okay, so I've got two pieces up front, two loops, and then two tails. All right, I'm still holding on with these pinchers right here. Now, my thing is, should we just do, we might just do the white. I don't know that I'm gonna do this. We'll just do the white. Okay. Hi, Sue. Hi, Maria. So if you guys want the information on the football stuff for today, feel free to comment football. If you want information on the round, all right, and I'm just cutting as we go. Makes it a little easier. All right, here we go with our loop and our loop. Okay. So there we go. That's how I've got it right now. Let's go ahead and get a zip tie. Let's tie this. Hi. I always try to be here. Hi, Maria. No problem. No problem. Glad you're here. Sending you some prayers and well wishes. Yes, thank you. I know I did learn really quick. That is the one good thing. I am a pretty quick learner. And as long as I do it a couple of times in a row, then I'm usually pretty good. Like, I've got it down. All right, so now we're gonna set that aside real quick. I am going to glue, let's glue this on. Where's my glue? Where's the lip? Found it. You don't need a lot. But we do need to glue it on. And then I think I'm going to use a cable tie to put our emblem on our bow. Right? I have the cable ties here somewhere because I wanted to show you guys what they look like. I just got to remember where I put them. They might be on my desk. They might be. All right. There's the star. There's the outside piece. Okay. Looks good. I'm gonna go around the outside real quick and paint it with white. Okay. Ta-da! Okay, so I've got my little emblem there. Now let me grab, let us see. Did I bring the little pieces? Yes, I did. Okay, so these are the cable ties or cable mounts that I was talking about. So you can attach the adhesive to the back of whatever it is you're using. So like if you wanted to add one of our chalk projects to a wreath, you could take this, mount it to the back. Like let's say for instance, you wanted to put this in a wreath. You could take this, put it on the back, stick it. I would probably reinforce it with some super glue. And then on the back, it has these pieces where you can actually feed through a zip tie, and then you can attach it to your wreath. All right, so we're going to do that to the back of the our little emblem here. Okay, I'm going to push that on the back there. I'm sure if you messaged him, he could. I'm sure if you ordered like the whole stuff, then he could probably send you a little emblem. All right, let me get another zip tie. So check it out. There it is on the back. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed this through, right? And so now I can attach this to the wreath. I'm sorry, the bow. But you know what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to attach it this way. Okay, so it has holes to go this way or the other way. There's one on each side. So I want to go this way with it. This is perfect. Gosh, he's so smart. Let me just play around with the ribbon before I tighten it up all the way. Check it out. Isn't that cute? I'm sure I could work something out where if you guys buy the door round and the other supplies, then we might be able to get you a small emblem as well. But send us a message or an email. You can send us an email to spoiledbybrie.com. Or if you guys go on our website, email is spoiledbybrie@gmail. Okay. But if you go to spoiledbybrie.com, if you scroll down, it says custom request. Click on that and send us an email. Okay. To stick on the back, yes, I will post that. I will post that in the, what is that thing called, on Amazon. But let me get the link and then I will put it in the chat for y'all, if that helps. Okay. So now I just need to figure out how far I want my ribbon to go. my tails, and where do I want, how far up do I want this to sit. If I let it sit too far down, it's going to cover that. So I just need to know if when I put this on, where do I need this to be? If I want it like right on the inside there, I could definitely, I think I could add it there. I think it could work. All right, so I'm gonna take that off real quick. I'm gonna grab my power punch tool. I'm gonna turn it over so I can see the hole on the bottom. And what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to put it not all the way down, but where I can see half of the hole. And I'm just gonna punch it. Right, so you can make your own hole. If it is 1/8 of an inch or smaller, you can do it. So when I put my cover on, my border, notice that the hole is there. Can you see that? But it is just big enough where I can still slip the zip tie through. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and grab another zip tie and I'm gonna attach it to the back. Thank you. Yes, Carmela, we did. Robert just cut out the emblem for me. All right, so I'm gonna slip a zip tie. And I don't want my ribbon to be crooked, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have to use 2 more zip ties, you guys. So if you think, I don't know, if you're okay with wasting a couple, it's fine. It's really not that big of a deal. But I am going to take that one, I'm gonna get it a little bit smaller, and then I'm gonna grab a 4th one here. I'm gonna have to, hold on. Let's glue down our round first before I put that on. No, we don't sell the custom team emblems, but if you send us a message and we might be able to work with you if you possibly purchase some stuff, because, well, team emblems are trademark, can't sell them. But if you possibly purchase like X amount, then we might be able to just do it for you. But you have to message Robert because I don't know how intricate some of the emblems are. So just send us a message. If you go to spoiledbybrie.com, scroll down, there will be a custom design link. That is where you can message us. All right. Let me glue this on without gluing my fingers. I'm just so scared to glue my fingers, you guys. Like, I don't know, I just have a fear. I have a fear of it. All right, this was a lid. Oh, to that. All right, let me just clean the sides. And I do think we should paint the border real quick. Like just go around. Almost done. Okay. All right. So now I can take it and I can take our bow, get that extra piece here because I'm going to go ahead and feed it through. I'm going to feed it through the hole that we put there. And then I'm going to feed this part through the back part of my bow. Okay? Just because I want it to be straight. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten up. I'm going to tighten up that one. I can cut that piece off. All right, so now I just have my bow. Okay, we're going to attach this on this way. Up at the top, make sure I got it where I want it. And if I wanted to hang it from up here, you guys, I could probably put another zip tie in there and just hang it from the zip tie. Right, that's what I did to that other one. I can hang it with another zip tie. I could probably even do some twine. Okay. Now it's a matter of how do we want the bow to sit. Do I want to make them shorter? Do I want to, I could just roll up the white ones. Have them roll down, like spiral down. That might be cute. Let's try it. Okay. I could probably shorten the blue ones just a little bit more. I trim this top one up here. Check it out. I could probably do a bigger bow, but you know what? Thank you. Oh no, Terry. I think it looks great. And let's see, like I said, we could just hang it with another zip tie. Let me show you what I did. All right, not sure that you can really tell, but I just added another zip tie here underneath where we did, where we attached the bow, right? So now I can just hang it like this. It might twist and whatever a little bit, but that's up to you. You could always do another one, like do this one and then do another zip tie so it's going straight. I think this would be fine. You could turn it side. It should be fine. Should be okay. It should be pretty straight like this. Especially if you pull it up to the top part of it. It should be okay. Right? Now I've got it straight. I think it was just the way it was twisted a little bit. Thank you. I think it's super cute. I did see one, like, especially if you have like college football and they have a different colored turf, like, I don't know, blue, then you could do the blue turf. I think that would be really cool. I'm not sure. I want to try. I'm going to do another one. I don't know that we'll do it on the back because this is already done. But we could do another one. I don't have this particular one up on the website just yet, but I will get this up. I gotta make sure Robert has a picture of it. It will be under the Tis This Season, and this is for a 16-inch round, okay? So it will fit on the rustic round if you have the rustic round already, or it will fit on our 16-inch rounds if you want that as well, okay? I did put up the option for borders only, so maybe if you just want the border, go to 16-inch round blank and choose border only. And this border will also fit the 16-inch rustic round, okay? All right. Yay! Can you guys see this side over here? Can y'all see that? It looks good. Oh, what happened? Oh. Okay. I really don't have any more room in this craft room right now. No room. No room for anything. Ugh. I'm on a struggle bus. Hold on. Okay. So if you are new, I'm going to go ahead and watch this just so you have an idea of what you're dealing with whenever you do get into this, because this is a bigger piece. All right. I'm just going to hold it because it was like in the way. This is a really big bath mat, I get them from Costco. When I get them on sale, they're about $9, which anyways, if you go to like Walmart or whatever, they're already $8, $9 for a small one. So if you do have a Costco membership, this is a really great find. Even at full cost, I think it's like $13, okay? Thank you. Again, if you guys are looking for some type of emblem for the bow, you will have to request it on our website. So spoiledbybree.com. Go to custom options. If you scroll down, spoiledbybree.com, scroll down, there will be custom, whatever it says. You can ask there. Okay. I'm thinking because what is it called? They are off licensing, okay? Since professional football or all of those things, those are licensed stuff, and we don't have the licensed stuff. We could provide just something if you like buy it from us, but you have to. I don't even know. I don't know. You can request it, but I don't know yet. Okay, so I can't give you an answer. I don't know. They will not be on the website, that is for sure. I don't have the license for it, so we might be able to provide it to you as a gift if you buy X amount or if you buy certain things, but I've got to talk to Robert and we've got to go and look into what we can and can't do. So there is that, but send us that email through the custom request and we can provide you more info once we look into it. Alright, so all we're going to do is we're going to clean it with a board eraser. I did spray it with some water, so it had been sitting for a little bit. And this does help out a ton to loosen up that piece once it kind of dries up. Okay, so it's just regular water, and the board erasers can be found on my chalk site. Like I said, anybody could do this. You could just paint it all one color if you choose. It is kind of fun to make it a little bit more custom and do different colors. But it's not, it's not required. All right, let's see. Okay, let's get our board eraser. So we clean the front. Now it is time to do the back. And then we're going to dry it and we're going to put it back on the backer sheet. That's probably the tricky part, just like it is to line it up on your actual surface. Putting it back on the backer sheet is a little difficult sometimes. I go broke. I'm sorry. That would help with the mess. And I have so many more things. Like, I haven't even scratched the surface on the things that I want to provide for you guys. Because you guys are all crafty and everybody has a different style. I have more of the 3-inch round coming out. I have more inserts. I have the freebies that they came with, those frames. Those should go up here pretty soon. I have another couple of frames that I got ready. Again, some inserts coming. So many things. All right, let's put the backer sheet back on. Oh, and then I have all of our mug huggers coming soon too. Remember, I have the one for Charlie Brown, and all the minis, I've got those coming too. Okay, so we're gonna roll this up, okay? Roll this up. Yellow is on the inside, the white is what gets attached to our design here. We're going to go all the way to the bottom and we're going to press all the way through. let me fold this up and move it out of the way. And then just make sure this is attached and cleaned up. So there's a couple of spots here. I could just lift it, set it back down. That way we don't get any bubbles. And if you do get some bubbles, just pick up that corner, set it back down. All right. We're gonna get them put back in here. Yo, by the way, comment football if you need the link. And if you need the link to our website as well, if you comment football, you'll click on shop with us and you will click on the middle button that says the round with the border. If you click on that, it takes you to our website. It does take you to the actual round and the border, but all you have to do is go to the website and then click our logo at the top. It'll take you to our home page, and that's where the custom option is for the email. All right, so I just rolled that up, fit that back in our plastic piece here, close it right on back up. All right, there we go. So now I'm going to lay it flat. Whenever I am ready to use it again, I don't know when, maybe later this week, so we can do this one, right? I think that would be fun. So, all right, let's see. Okay, y'all hit the heart button. Here is what we made today. I sure do appreciate all of you guys being on. Hit that heart button for me, please. And y'all, we'll see you later, okay? Tomorrow, oh, today's August 31st. Today is the last day to get the transfer, the club transfer this month, which is the vegetables, okay? It's called Vegetable Garden. So it is the last month to grab those. When you comment football, go ahead and click on July promos. Click that and their club option will be in there. So be sure to read that and the goodies that you do get whenever you do sign up for club in July. And then next month, you guys, is the super cute bows. It will look like this. All right, this is August club, and I have some fun things coming up for that as well. And what else? Oh, there is a huge 30% off online off of the tariff sale items. So if you go to my chalk site, comment football, and you'll go to my chalk site where you can get the 'Tis the Season. When you go there, go to the sell tab, and it'll tell you extra 30% off offered. Make sure you enter the code extra30 at checkout. Okay? I know, this is so cute, isn't it? I love it. I'm gonna jump off right now and go make sure that Robert has this posted. So that will be an option. It will be on our cutout site under 'Tis the Season. Okay? Oh yeah, July 31st. I'm so sorry. Yes, today is July 31st. Tomorrow is August 1st. We will be taking the kids out to a water park tomorrow. So I probably won't be available early on. I will look at all of the stuff. So I am going to just like blow up our chat, okay? So the Swole Library alerts, if you're not subscribed to the broadcast channel, down below you can go ahead and grab that link, join that broadcast channel, because that's where I'm going to give you all the information tomorrow until I'm able to go live in the VIP group, either tomorrow evening or on Saturday morning. Okay, so stay tuned. Didn't we have a yes, that was the this or that. We did have an old one that had bows on it, but it was on the size D transfer. It was this one actually. Ooh. It was this big transfer, and there were some bows on it, right? But this one, honestly, I think I like this one a lot more. They're bigger bows, and they have flowers in them. Super cute. I'm going to post a video later. There are so many bows everywhere, y'all. It is hugely popular, so jump on the trend. Other than that, y'all, okay, I'm going to forget work for a day. I know, right? That's what I'm going to try and do tomorrow, is just really take the day off and enjoy it. So until then, I'm going to go get to work today, getting a bunch of stuff cut out and packaged up and ready to go. But I will talk to you guys later, okay? You'll hit the heart button, and I will see you later, okay? Bye, guys.